ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। We always feel surprising about the advanced technology in the world today. But most of us did not know that these advanced technology, what we are witnessing today, is not modern one. Already it is used in Mahabharata period itself, Ramayana period itself, Vedic period itself. That's bad luck. We Indians are the first and foremost creators of advanced technology. Our ancestors and forefathers and sages and seers were the root cause for creating advanced technology in the early stage itself, the Vedic period itself. Unfortunately, we do not know the details. That's why we are applauding the foreign countries, those who are introducing advanced technology to India. We should not forget, we only introduced to the universe, our world. In this way, we are degrading our greatness by accepting each and everything, their capability. That's why I want to intervene that we are not an ordinary. We had a great history, especially in advanced technology, with proof in Mahabharata, not in cock and bull story. It is not a fabricated story, imaginative story. It is with proper evidence and proper or suitable examples. Evidence can be produced through Mahabharata scenario. We were the first and foremost creators of advanced technology. We are the first users of advanced technology. Each and every science, we Indians are always the first and foremost to introduce to the world, not world introduced to India. That we have to feel proud of an Indian. Later only the caste, our religion, everything. First we feel, I am an Indian. That's all. भारत माता हमारा माता, उनके సంతతి हम लोग. భరతమాత ముద్దు బిడ్డలమైన మనం ఆ అమ్మని మర్చిపోకూడదు, అంటే మన దేశాన్ని మర్చిపోరాదు, మన దేశ గౌరవాన్ని వదిలిపెట్టుకోరాదు. ఇన్ దిస్ వే వి ఆల్వేస్ ahead in all the science and technologies what and all used by the world today. But we were the founders. We only invented all kinds of shastras, astras, etc. When you come to Mahabharata, we can see cloning, what you are telling now. Even cricket match live telecast, that was already Mahabharata, we can say. I will show you some examples with the proof. And also we can see Mrita Sanjeevani Vidya, surrogate motherhood, and television, the existence of bacteria and viruses, practice of surgery also in Mahabharata, weapons of mass destruction also used in Mahabharata period, and continuous changes of particles in the body also used in as an advanced technology in Mahabharata. We can find with suitable evidences which can be agreed by each and every citizen of the world. Now I think you might have understood what's my point of view. I always seek from you that we feel proud to be an Indian. That's why I bring each and every topic that we are all the founders of everything, science, technology, everything. That's why today I took the topic of advanced technology in Mahabharata. Prayer. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं चैव ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. All our present days advanced technologies were already used and found in our ancient epic called Mahabharata. We can find various proofs in that regard, especially during Mahabharata time. Let us have a look at this as various advanced technologies in different subjects and situations. Number one, let us go for cloning. The science of cloning was well known and practiced during Mahabharata times. The Kauravas were products of technology the modern science has not even developed yet. The Kauravas were created by splitting the single embryo into 100 parts and growing each part in a separate container. In other words, they not only knew about test tube babies and embryo splitting, also had the technology to grow human fetuses outside human body. In such a way, the cloning introduced in Mahabharata. The proof. Now, second, live telecast. Now we are seeing assembly session, cricket match, and all. This is already over. As Dhritarashtra was blind but wanted to know what was happening at the battlefield, where in Kurukshetra between Kauravas and Pandavas, Krishna gifted Sanjay with Divya Drishti, intuition it's called, and described that to Dhritarashtra. Divya Drishti is analogous to modern television set in the sense that Krishna could not give directly to Dhritarashtra but needed Sanjay. Through Sanjay, he made a television cream of running commentary of the Mahabharata battle from Sanjay to Dhritarashtra with the instructions given by Lord Krishna. Astras. The function of an astra is more than that of a missile. It is said that astras were used in Mahabharata, probably might have also used the technologies of emitting most dangerous rays like gamma and others, which have an exceptional powers to penetrate. Some astras returns to the person who launches it. For example, Krishna's Sudarshana Chakra. This may be similar to the reusable missiles which the ISRO is working on. Astras were also used for defensive purposes, similar to a Tesla shield which is used to destroy the enemy astra coming towards it. The modern Tesla shield discharges electrical energy, and any incoming physical object which hits the shell receives an enormous discharge of that energy and instantly vaporizes. All the astras had some technological aspects. For example, Brahmastra, which many believe was nuclear weapon. It is believed so because of the description of the mushroom could forming after the use of those astras. And Thankfully, Brahmastra was not used as it had the biggest impact, which could have stopped Earth's rotation for a few seconds, and so it was banned from use due to moral conduct. There was that biological indestructible kavacha and kundala in armor and earring Karna was born with, or was it installed later? It was non removable unless, of course, Karna removed it by himself, which he did later on, all thanks to Lord Krishna. And not only technology but science was also developed at that time. As it has been given in the Mahabharata, that Abhimanyu learned all about getting in the impenetrable Chakravyuha by his father Arjun in his mother's womb. Tummy. No, she didn't eat him. She was pregnant with Abhimanyu. This shows that it was a common knowledge amongst the people of those times that babies can listen everything when they are developing as fetuses, and not just listen but learn too. Not just that, Krishna provided Draupadi with an infinitely long sari from a portal at a discounted rate of Baichara, brotherly love. Yes, people working in the background, stitching together the same type of white colored sari back to back non-stop. Fourth one, surrogate motherhood. In Mahabharata, there is a mention of an embryo conceived in one womb being transferred to the womb of another woman from where it is born. The transferred embryo is Balaram. And this is how he is a brother of to Krishna, although he was born to Rohini and not to Devaki. Okay, fifth one. Mrita Sanjeevini Vidya. If it is now, we might have saved from this corona. Devayani was the beautiful daughter of Shukracharya, preceptor of the Asuras, the demons. Shukracharya knew the secret of Mrita Sanjeevani, a treatment which can resurrect the dead. Brihaspati sent his son Kacha towards Shukra for learning Mrita Sanjeevani Vidya. However, he learnt. Laterwards, it was used by Kacha, even also Shukracharya. Sixth one, optical illusions. The Mahabharata describes a magical palace of Pandavas, famously called the Palace of Illusions, that we can say in Maya Sabha. Nothing in the palace was really what met its eye. Walls could be walked through and seemingly empty spaces were really walls. A water pool could actually be walked on, and what looked like a safe plank was really water. See, such a creation, technological creation. Seventh one, television. During Kurukshetra war, Sanjaya, a charioteer, is given the power to view the happenings of the battleground as they happened and narrate them later to the blind king Dhritarashtra. With his boon, he could also get to know the inner feelings of persons in battlefield. Sanjaya returned to Hastinapur after the fall of every commander to narrate the detailed events to Dhritarashtra. 8. The existence of bacteria and viruses. But now coronavirus, it's already Mahabharata. They removed and controlled the bacteria and viruses. Arjuna had explained the survival of the fittest, which we know as Darwinian evolutionary theory. The existence of bacteria and viruses is explained by Arjuna in the following manner. I do not behold the creature in this world that supports life without doing any act of injury to others. Animals live upon animals, the stronger upon weaker. The mongoose devours to eat. The mongoose devours the cat. The dog is again devoured by the spotted leopard. Behold, all things again are devoured by the destroyer when he comes. This mobile and immobile, movable and immovable universe is food for living creatures. This has been ordained by the gods. The very ascetics cannot support their lives without killing creatures. It is not true that one does not slaughter them. What higher duty is there than supporting one's life? There are many creatures that are so minute that their existence can only be inferred. With the falling on the eyelids done, they are destroyed. Let us see ninth one. Practice of surgery. Various types of medical and surgical treatments can be seen in Mahabharata. When Bhishma was wounded and was lying on the bed of arrows during Kurukshetra war, Duryodhana called the experienced and skilled surgeons to treat Bhishma. But heroic Bhishma refused to take any treatment as he wanted to die on the bed of arrows as a true Kshatriya. This suggests that military surgeons and practice of surgery skillful surgeons, when in consequence of quarrel between righteous kings, a righteous warrior falls into distress, when cured, he should be set at liberty. 10th one. Weapons of mass destruction that should be banned. When Dhritarashtra asked about the number of casualties in the Kurukshetra war, Yudhishthira replied, 1.6 billion people have fallen in the battle. My God. Mahabharata epic narrates strange technologies such as mantra evoked celestial weapons, Divya Drishti, human cloning, etc. All these strange technologies were provided by aliens such as gods Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, and Shakti, and demigods. Sun, Indra, Vayu, Yama, and Ashwin gods. Number of celestial weapons of different destruction capability was used by the great warriors in Mahabharata war. Until the testing of first nuclear tests in Trinity and bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki with nuclear bombs in 1945, the modern world had not realized that some of the celestial weapons used during Mahabharata war is indeed nuclear weapons. How dangerous it is. After refers to celestial weapons, they are not weapons that are wielded by the hand, but rather weapons that are invoked by chanting mantra and then directing through a medium such as an arrow. Astras require no physical effort, but intense mental concentration to invoke, direct and withdraw them. Improper use of an astra, such as not knowing all the words in the mantra and or attempting to use the weapon on an unworthy foe, enemy, can be disastrous Astra is endowed with divine powers. It is capable of destroying a person or an enemy. Some powerful astras like Pashupatastra can destroy earth and other planets also. Astras can be both physical and or illusory. Some astras cause destruction through showers of arrows, fire, or radiation, while others can cause mental afflictions such as confusion, unconsciousness, or sleep. Each astra has a precedent deity, and to obtain the astras, one must meditate and conduct severe austere in tapas, and through ascetic merit obtain the sanction of the deity in question. Alternatively, a mantra can be learned from someone who already knows it via word of mouth. However, astras are only passed on to worthy disciples who have the wisdom to use responsibility. Knowing just the mantras is not enough to invoke weapon. One must also obtain the sanction of its presiding deity to use the weapon. This is most likely due to the destructive nature of the astras and the consequence of using it improperly. It comes as no surprise that J. Oppenheimer, the father of atomic bomb, said that atomic bomb tested was the first of the modern world, not first in mankind. Now, 11th one. Continuous change of particles in the body. The continuous change of particles in the body was well known to the sages long before. In the modern world, it was shown that William Harvey discovered the circulation of the blood. Mahabharata provides clear thought about this. The constituent elements of the body, which serve diverse functions in general economy, undergo change every moment in every creature. Those changes, however, are so minute that they cannot be noticed. The birth of particles and their death in each successive condition cannot be marked, O king, even as one cannot mark the changes in the flame of a burning lamp. When such is the state of the bodies of all creatures, that is, when that which is called the body is charging incessantly, even like the rapid locomotion of a sted of good metal, who them has come whence are not whence, or whose it is, or whose is it of war. The weapon is invoked, and a kind of mantras where an object like bows or even a blade of grass can be transformed into a mighty Brahma Sutra. Brahmastra is of different varieties. An advanced version being Brahmastira. The energy of Brahmastira is based on the capacity of the launcher and the types of mantra he utters. For example, Karna used Brahmastra, which was baffled by Arjuna, belonged to less powerful category. Karna, invoking the Brahmastra, showered his shafts upon Dhananjaya and once more made an effort to extricate his ear. Partha also by the aid of Brahma Sutra, poured arrow downpours upon Karna, while the one used by Ashwatthama and baffled by Arjuna belongs to a highly powerful variety, where the total atmosphere trembles, and Vedavyasa and sage Narada appear immediately for meditation. We can understand the difference from the description itself. The mighty Pashupatastra given by Shiva to Arjuna also belongs to a variety of Brahmastra. Arjuna said, O illustrious God, having all the bull for the sign, if you will grant me my desire, I ask of you, O Lord, that fierce celestial weapon wielded by you and called Brahmastra, that weapon of terrific prowess which destroys at the end of the Yuga the entire universe. Shiva replied, O powerful one, I'll give you that favorite weapon of mine is called the Pashupatastra. O son of Pandu, you are capable of holding, hurling, and withdrawing it. Neither the chief himself of the gods, nor the Yama, nor the king of Yakshas, nor Varuna, nor Vayu knows it. How could men know anything of it? But, O son of Pritha, this weapon should not be hurled without adequate cause. During the war of Mahabharata, weapons powerful enough to modern day nuclear bomb were not only used but also neutralized. There were technology to rapidly neutralize the power of nuclear spread. The following is a description on the encounter between Ashwatthama and Arjuna. By Ashwatthama uses Brahmastra by inspiring a blade of grass with proper mantra and converts it into that powerful celestial weapon. A fire then was born in that blade of grass, which seemed capable of consuming the worlds. The Ratha, means chariot of Krishna and Arjuna, rode on was never harmed. It absorbed all the destructive forces bestowed upon it. The reason is given to us. What? There was given to us Manjari, Hanumanji residing in the flag, which made it prone to all forces. Mean, basing Hanumanji picture on the top of the flag, seeing that the opponent enemies who are afraid of him will they run away from the battlefield. This is a kind of Dwaja gives a kind of fear to the opponents, encouragement or courage to the same persons. I think the material of the chariot was designed to shield and absorb all the energy, whether by a nuclear weapon or collision, but only up to a limit of there might have been a switch to stop all its circuitry function, and boom went all that energy it had absorbed up to that point, which is totally dead when Hanumanji left the chariot or the flag on Krishna's request. Arjuna immediately uses a weapon to neutralize it, blazed up with fierce flames, like all destroying fire that appears at the end of Yuga. Similarly, the weapon that had been shot by Ashwadhama blazed up with the terrible flames within a huge sphere of fire. Numerous peals of thunder were heard. Thousands of meteors fell, and all living creatures became inspired with a great dread. The whole world seemed to be filled with noise and assumed terrible aspect with the flame of her fire. The whole earth and waters, with her mountains and trees, and trembled, are a peculiarly different one. In this way, we can find science and advanced technology, especially in Mahabharata. श्रेयकांताय कल्याण निधे निधे दिनाम श्री वेंकटनिवासाय श्रीनिवासाय मंगलम मंगलासाय सर्वे मदाचार्य सर्वे सर्वे आचार्य मंगलम।